Sorry, the bags under my eyes are Louis V, guys.
Yeah.
My man got on for me.
You know I be bowling. Not really.
That brings us into the topic of
that does bring into the topic.
Actually.
Let's get it. Welcome back to the channel. It's another episode of Attention Span. We are still on quarantine, but we're not gonna stop pushing out this quarantine content. Why? Because today we're gonna be talking about a topic that actually was requested by one of my very loyal subscribers.
Hi. Shout out to her.
What's the
right.
point?
Because the topic is what it's like to date a cheapskate. To put it bluntly. But the reason why I say it's pointless is because he's actually not really a cheapskate. The veil has been lifted. There is no cheapskate.
I'm actually curious. I don't think it's actually that bad because I'll be the first to tell you, not that I'm not cheap in real life. Cheapskate Chronicles, like I said in my intro to this channel, doesn't necessarily mean that I'm being cheap 24/7. Being cheap just means maximizing your dollar and being as financially aware as possible.
It's not really true.
I've been capping.
He's capping a little bit. He is really frugal and you are really smart with your money, but it's not a noticeable like, oh my god, my boyfriend's so cheap. When we go out, he doesn't want to spend money on me. He never takes his credit card or his debit card out. Like, it's not one of those. He is usually the first person with his wallet out. If I do bring my wallet out, I have to fight him to bring my wallet out. I will say though, it's actually really good for me because he's not cheap in the ways that like a girlfriend would be upset that their boyfriend's not spending money on them. He buys me things, he pays for things when we go out, like I said. But he's actually just overall smart with his money. So that has really helped me. I
think more than anything, like, I'd rather me not be cheap so you can be. I'll spend the money so you don't have to. I want to see you save up. I want to see you build. I want to see you set that foundation for yourself. I feel like the places where I've already kind of solidified for myself, I want for her to kind of solidify for herself now.
That's the thing too with us, like, because like we've talked about this multiple times. He's older than me. He is been saving for longer than I've been saving.
That's not fair to you.
So like, he will overcompensate for me so that I can get my savings goals in order.
Yeah.
I think it also varies depending on the type of person you're dating as well. Like, if my love language was like receiving gifts, like if that was what was important to me, then like,
I think our dynamic would be different though.
Yeah, like maybe I would feel more.
Maybe we wouldn't be here.
That's a big statement to make.
But I'm being real though. The way that I like to best demonstrate this is being cheap is what keeps you from being broke.
Because if you're being cheap and you're like, all right, we're gonna look on Coupon for some like food coupons, then like, it's gonna be blessed. You're saving money, it's amazing, and you're not losing anything. You
mentioned it, and I'm glad you mentioned it, is like, you said coupon. I've seen this topic brought up several times, and if like I see people who hold judgment over people who use coupons, whether it be on the first date, second date, any point in time. And what is the problem with that? Because using a coupon doesn't mean that I don't have the money to pay for it at full price.
It doesn't?
It means that I'm saving my money because it's applicable.
It does.
And no, let me hear you, because you sound like you're about to rebuttal. I'm sorry.
Okay, if we're taking it to first date scenario, it's a little bit different.
Let me hear this.
Because you're making a first impression on somebody.
Okay.
So
my first impression is I want to save. I
get that, but that's the place where people can't discern if you're broke or if you're cheap. Say we've been talking for a little while and I don't fully know you yet, okay? We go on a first date and you take me to like the Keg and you pull out a gift card. Like, cool. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm judging, but I am judging a little bit because you're thinking like, all right, did you take me here just because you have a gift card? Or like, is this a facade that you're trying to put on for the first date and then you're gonna flip around and be broke the whole time?
What difference does it make?
Okay, but like, have we broken the ice to be like, yo, I'm a coupon user, I'm about to use a coupon on this date? Like, that's different than going on a date and just whipping out, you know what I mean? Like, your first date is,
I don't know what you mean.
Your first date is about first impressions. I don't necessarily want my first impression of you to be you're bringing out coupons. Like, that's something we do second date and beyond. Your first date is like, you're setting the precedent for everything. So you want to start on a high note. You don't agree? I feel like, okay.
I can start on a high note with a coupon.
If
we go to the keg, we have a great meal, we have great conversation over the meal, and everything is great, the chemistry is booming. Why does what I use when I pay for said date, I pay for said date, why does that matter about anything else that will happen prior?
It's not a deal breaker.
I know it's not a deal breaker, but I'm saying
it's
why
why
should it even affect what you take away from the date? What you take away from the date should not include how dinner was paid for.
It doesn't necessarily, but I'm saying if you're bringing out a coupon on the first date, I just feel like it's not a good look. It's not the greatest look. Because I just feel like the first date is like, you're trying to put your best foot forward. Because as a girl in your head, you're like, okay, did you only bring me to the keg because you have a gift card to the keg, or you have a coupon for the keg, or are you bringing me to the keg because this is within your means? Like, I personally would feel uncomfortable with somebody bringing me to the keg and dropping coupons or a gift card on our very first date.
I just feel as though if I bring you to the keg, and whether I brought you to the keg because I could afford it at full price or because I had a $20 off or $30 off coupon, that doesn't negate the fact that we had great chemistry. It
doesn't.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that either.
So why is it being added to the calculation of the night?
I'm not saying it's gonna be a deal breaker.
I know
I'm just saying I'm gonna look at it sideways.
But why?
Because
if we go to the keg tonight and we don't go back to the keg ever again until I have another coupon, what does that negate from the fact that we had everything else intact for the night?
Nothing, but it also depends on how comfortable you are with the person. I'm not saying you can't use a coupon.
But you're gonna get judged for it. It's not gonna be a heavy judgment. It's not gonna be a deal-breaking judgment.
It's not gonna be a deal-breaking judgment.
But it's gonna be judged nonetheless.
For some people, it will be a deal-breaking judgment.
I know, and I don't understand people like that. And that's why, like, me personally, like, I don't necessarily go places just because I have a coupon. But if somebody writes me off because I did use one, I'm so glad you did. I'm glad. I want you to write me off. Write me off, please. Because
I'm writing you off.
Because everything you said prior in this video about how great of a person I am to you, you missed out on that because I used a coupon. I'm glad. I'm happy you missed out on that.
No. Honestly, okay, you know what? Maybe I have a problem deep inside because
it's not even just you. Like, I don't want
in my
head, this is women. Because
in my head, I'm thinking, if you take me to the movies on a Tuesday for our first date,
yes,
I'm chilling.
If you take me to
the movies on a Friday and use your scene points on a first date, I'm blessed.
Okay, so I want you to know that Tuesdays at a movie is a coupon. It's just not tangible.
I know.
It's a built-in
But there's just something about slapping a keg gift card on the table that makes me feel like...
E.T. go home. I'm disgusted. It's not even the coupon, guys. It's the square cutout that she's upset about. That's crazy. And the thing is, all these scenarios that women are upset about, they're not paying. They're not putting out their wallet. It's us. We're going through it.
So if you can't take me to the keg,
it's not that I can't.
Why don't we go to the freaking pickle barrel?
Can I ask you a question? I can afford the keg. Okay? I can. But if I have a coupon for it, I shouldn't use it because you're gonna judge me. Crazy. Yo, on that note, you guys like, subscribe, comment. We'll be back to, we're coming back to this topic. We're gonna end it right here.
I don't know how to articulate what is actually going on in my brain, guys, but it makes sense.
Because I stumped you. All my guys watch this, no, we can afford it, but if I have something readily available,
don't use it on the date then.
Why? Why? It's here. I'm using the coupon.
Use it on the next date.
No. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Then she gonna get at you like, why'd you want a date with this girl? You went on a date with her? Ew. You know why? Because she accepted the coupon. Madam, if you have a coupon, run the coupon on the date. If she judges you, she's not the one. Simple as that. Simple as the one.
Are you saying if we went to the keg on our first date and you used the coupon and I didn't like that, I'm not the one?
If you judge me for that, we wouldn't be here right now. If you judge me
and I'm not the one.
No, if you judge me for using the...
And he said I'm not the one.
No, you're the one. You're the one. Don't try and flip it now. You already dug your hole. You already dug your hole. If we went to the keg and you chose to make that a deal breaker for you and why you can't see me again for a second, third, and now we're...
I never said I can't see you
I know,
after that.
but if you let that alter your image of me to the point where we wouldn't get here today, that's on you and that's your loss.
Yo, who are you pointing these sausage fingers at, bro?
Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Nah.
I just didn't articulate it properly. I'm sorry, ladies. I dropped the ball. And women, but you know it.
Women, if you on her side, that's your loss. Like, I want women to really sit there and think like, yo, there could have been mad gems that I just fumbled on because the man wanted to use a voucher that he had on him at the time, which made perfect sense to use. And I still want to give you a good night. I had the coupon readily available and you missed out. I want you to lose sleep over it. I really want you to. No, question. So what makes you think, like, let's say the coupon is for 20% off. What makes you think I can afford it at 80% but not at 100?
I'm not saying you can't.
I'm just saving my 20% that I can save.
I'm not saying that if you take a gift card out of the keg, you can't afford the keg. I'm just saying, why are you taking me to a fancy place and using a gift card on the first date? It just feels weird. It just feels weird.
Because I have it. Yo, I'm so glad that the subscriber asked the question. Anyways, this is the video. Like I said, we will be back. This is not...
delete this.
This is not the end of it.
Delete this.
You know why you want to delete it? Because you're wrong.
Delete
you see how women are disgusted?
Delete
they can't handle when they're wrong. Nah.
Delete it.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back.